the truth that they don't want you to know about. And that is blowing your seed away, allowing your hand to be in control over your brain. Think about that. You see, you're watching a screen and say, yeah. Do you not understand how silly you look? Yeah, you need to actually record yourself, bro. You see how silly you look. It's absolutely crazy. Do you understand? Like from my experience, when you watch some dirty demonic sites, is that where you call I've got no focus, no energy, lack of purpose, I feel weak, not feel masculine self, living in regret, going through my thought process. Why did I blow my seed? Why did I do it? What's 2 days already, the damage is already done. You see? It's literally not worth watching some dirty sites. And I can tell you from doing it and not doing it, there's a massive difference. You haven't got control over yourself. If you ain't got control over yourself, you haven't mastered your lust, then how can you master your life? Ask me that question. You can't. You already know the answer. So you understand the issue now, and I'm gonna give you the solution of what you need to do to overcome this. This is episode 1. You see, I got 4 more episodes on this topic where I know a lot of men, awful lot of men, more than ever before, are struggling with watching, with blowing their seed away. And obviously that comes from watching some dirty demonic sites, of course. So first the first thing you need to understand is brain damage. You see, is that what's going on right now is you blowing your seed, you're damaging your brain. They wonder why you're gonna focus. They wonder why you're gonna focus. You're gonna focus on for something for a period of time. You see, you lack sharpness. You lack creativity. You lack brain power because of brain damage over time. Because you see, when you release your seed, you release your nutrients, your blood, you're decoding your DNA. You see? And then what you do then is that your body goes into panic mode. It's like, what's going on? Then once the body's clever, it will extract the nutrients from your organs, your brain, everything, everywhere, so it can create semen and get your T levels back up again, which obviously takes a couple of days, maximum a week to get back to your best. You see how long it takes? Every time you do it, you're putting yourself over a week back constantly, and you're constantly pulling resources from your body. And now you're getting more, the damage is getting worse and worse. Imagine if you're blowing your seed every other day, multiple times a day, if people even do. Imagine that. Do you understand the extent of your damaging yourself? It's crazy. That's why you gotta stop watching dirty sites and start blowing your seed away. But it's brain damage. You see? That's what you gotta do. You gotta stop doing it. If you want real dopamine for your mind, you can exercise, you can eat healthy, you can do creative work, like drawing, playing chess, stuff like that. That gives the mind a positive, a healthy dopamine. You see, and that makes your mind expand and grow. But if you don't do that, then guess what? Then your brain is getting weaker and weaker, not getting stronger. And that's a massive problem as you get older. Secondly, is you need to track every relapse. And how can you track it? So you can track it by, holding, first of all, accountability, responsibility for your actions. So you've relapsed, put your hands up, accept it with yourself. Yeah, I've relapsed. And you take accountability for it. You can, of course, journal down what happened, what happened, and what you need to do to overcome that by journaling. Or you got somebody else that you do with that can hold you accountable, hold each other accountable. It's all about self-awareness. Being aware that you have relapsed. That's mean you're aware of yourself. But if you decide to be ignorant and you just carry on, then you're not aware of yourself, and that's a massive problem. You see, it's coming from a guy that has been there, done it. You know, once upon a time I was watching Dirty Sides. You know, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. So make sure to pay attention. You see, so track every relapse. That's very important. So know where you're at and know where you need to go. If you don't know where you're at, where you need to go, then you're not going nowhere. Delete the triggers. If a social media is activating you to be, horny, lost temptation, social media, then delete all the apps. Because in reality, social media, there's something to do on there. People think there's something to do on there, but it's absolutely nothing to do on there. If you're there to learn, or you're there to create content, be a producer, not a consumer, you should be like 20% consuming and 80% producing. If you don't do that, don't bother using social media. It's not good for you. Don't do it. Because on social media, it's always sexualized. You see, a lot of men are addicted to social media. A lot of men are addicted to social media. And why is it addicted? Because of, all these females over-sexualize themselves. It's load of it on TikTok, Instagram, load of it. You see? And that makes you horny. And you're going to go further and watch corn and then blow your seed away. You see? So delete all the triggers at all costs. That's it's down to how bad you want it. If you want it bad enough, then you will do whatever it takes to to get over that, to stop eating your meat. But if you don't, if your brains are not there, because the first step of success is how bad do you want it? If you don't want it bad enough, I'm sorry, man. That's it, man. That's from now to the end of your life. That's your life. Simple as that. So delete the triggers at all costs. Because your future self is on the line. Do you understand? The fourth thing is admit to your addiction. Admit to your addiction. That's how you hold yourself accountable, responsible. Like, I'm addicted to watching Dirty Sides. I'm addicted to playing with myself. Admit it with your chest. And because the truth, you heard us saying, is that the truth will set you free. It will. Because you're being honest with yourself. Because the worst thing you can do is lie to yourself. You see? You cannot do that. Because you play yourself there. You make yourself a fool of yourself. So you gotta admit it. Because admit it, now you understand that you admit it. Now you take the steps, go through the cause and effect. Why are you doing it? And what action plan you need to follow every day to overcome this problem. But the first fundamental is to admit to yourself that you are addicted. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's tough, but as the tough gets going, you have to push harder, man. You have to push harder, because pressure creates diamond. Without pressure, there's no diamond. The same applies for this as well, same thing. You see? So admit to your addiction is very important. A lot of people, they struggle to do this, admit to addiction. They do it over and over again, relapse over and over again, say, no, I'm not addicted. No, I'm not addicted. No, I'm fine. And then they relapse over and over again, just stuck in the same cycle. You don't be that person that is stuck in the same cycle. And the last but not least is if you're only serious, if you're not bad enough to quit, is join an accountability group that's hold you accountable, hold you responsible. You can either DM me, you can send me a message that I can help you. You can either join the Infinite Potential community that are like men that want to become the greatest version of themselves. They're constantly improving and growing. You can join that, and then I help you with the blueprint on how to quit them addictions. Without a Christian, you can never fulfill your potential. You're wasting your life for your potential, and you can stand in front of God and you say that you are a failure. If you are happy with that, the outcome, the end game, then carry on what you're doing. But if you're not, if deep down in your soul that you want to get out of this addiction, you want to break the chains of the devil and live your best life, become the best version of yourself, fulfill your potential, then you know what path to take.